Right, guys, this is Roger there for Texas celebrating customer music Black Origin, and now I'm going to do a bit of a quiz section for you techies out there. So yeah, we're going to try out if you got great knowledge of the top 10 top selling units of all time, because we're about to have the new one on the top. So I'm gonna basically shout out and see my colleague in the studio is gonna shout me out a device, and we're gonna check out what is the one. Yeah, still, yeah. So right, so I would go from 10 down to 1 and just give my personal feeling, but we'll go for our personal feelings. Shout me out one and see if you get on this. You gotta see if you can get all 10 on the list before not even get one wrong. You know, we can't get one wrong. Yeah. So yeah, every time, and then I'll give you my interaction. Yeah. Anyway, go for it. What's your first one? Xbox 360 is at number 10, the bottom. Yeah, it's at the bottom, man. Lucky, you know, still, man. Lucky, you know, it's bottom, and it's Microsoft device, Xbox 360. And you know what? Still, yeah, that was a bit of a legendary device. You know what I'm saying? Legends go come up for that device. But believe it or not, guys, yeah, it's crazy to say that is a top device in terms of Microsoft. Almost did it. That's the life of Microsoft. They almost do tech. You know what I'm saying? They just the mass marketing, but they don't not legendary like Apple. Yeah, they're not legendary like Nintendo. Even Sega's more legendary than Xbox. But anyway, so yeah, but that's number 10 with 85.7 million units sold. That's still a bag of money still. Ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's $250 a unit and it costs you £100 a unit, listen, mate, that's a bag of money. But anyway, right, let's go. The next device. A PS4. Okay, that's number 5. You know what I'm saying? Number five on the list. PS4. These PlayStations have started. For me, this is when I lost love of devices. Sony is a device that ruined my life, because I went Sega, Saturn, and then Sony had PS1, and it just won that war because of their 3D engine that they had in the device was much deeper, and plus they stole their stuff from Nintendo anyway, so everybody knows that was a collaboration which they just ran off with the CD element of it, left Nintendo with the N64, which I also got because I refused to go to Sony PlayStation 1, and then finally I got one dashed in the corner over there still anyway. Yeah. But anyway, right, so that's number 5 is PlayStation 4, which has legendary remakes of old games from the PlayStation anyway, so yeah, nothing special, but it's really legendary remakes and always good for a Grand Theft Auto device anyway, so for these bad youths out here. 117.2 million devices, so that's not too bad. About 40 million, I believe that's about 30 million more devices than the Xbox 360, so that's still a lot of money. What's next? Switch. Okay. Nintendo Switch. It's gone for the easy way out. It's gone for the easy one, people. It's gone for the easy one. I'll tell you why it's easy. Because this one is about to be number 1. Yeah? And that is the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch device, where Nintendo is number 1. I'm shocked now. He's shocked because he ain't got one in it. So he ain't got one. He's vexed now. It was. But Nintendo somehow not only survived, but turned lack of graphics. It just had a brand that just, you know what, they learned it from the Game Boy days. Tetris was not the most graphically advanced game at the time, but it helped sell the units on the Game Boy and win the war against so many more superior devices. And that's literally taken over number 1, and it's and the number 1 who won't say is at 160 million. So that's quite a few units. So it's coming at 160 million units, and I know people are still buying Nintendo Switches. Is that correct? Yeah, man. So that's like, even though the Nintendo Switch 2 is out, yeah. Nintendo Switch is going for a good rate. So Yeah. It's cool. Even though it's got like bugs and issues and so everyone still gets it. From young to old, they play it. It's the family gaming machine, and they're gamed for the family market, which nobody was touching. I think with Microsoft and Sony, we just they got caught up in the Resident Evil thing, man. They just went to this evil God of War and evil things on the screen, and people just wanted some peace and love. You know what I'm saying? And Nintendo locked it off and took over the market. So Mario Kart, Mario this, Mario Dart, Mario Tennis, Mario Soccer, Mario this, Mario that, Mario this, Mario this, Mario that, man. All the Marios, the Zeldas, this, Zelda, that, Zelda, all these Zeldas, you know, all these devices, yo, Smash Brothers, all these things, you know what I mean? Nintendo just took over. So let's see what else you're throwing at me. Wii U, it got totally, yo. This is when somebody, you see these young people don't know what the device is. Don't realize that device was just to put in the catalog. It's not to be purchased. The Wii U is, it was never meant to be purchased. If you're an unfortunate person to buy a Wii U, you know what I'm saying? I would say, yo, I felt sorry for you. And I actually know my sister-in-law bought it actually. You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing that controller. It's like, to be honest, it's literally like my Lenovo, a bit bigger, a bit more cumbersome, but it was innovative, but it just didn't work. This didn't work. Okay, come. You're trying to get technical, man. Just keep with the big swingers. We're talking about top 10, not bottom 10. Is it? But I said Sega Dreamcast. Yo, Benjamin, I love my Sega. Virtua Fighter, Virtua this, Virtua that. Yo, I'm a Mega Drive Master System boy all day long. That's my heritage, Alex the Kid. Yo, Golden Axe. Yeah, I know one. Capicon. Yeah, I mean, that's how we called it. You know what I'm saying? You have to beg for Street Fighter as well, man. Jeez, you have to wait enough series. But Nintendo took over that one. But yeah, man. Again, I told you, you know, the young bucks, man, you need to get to about 28 and 29 and 13 to this game before you know what device is. Anyway, go. Got 2 wrong. And he's not only got 3 right, man. You're thinking too hard. PS3 is 9th on the table. You know what I'm saying? With 87.4 million. So we've got Xbox at the bottom at 85.7. It's not the bottom, but Xbox 360. We've got Sony at number 9 at 87.4 million devices. PlayStation 3, you just make money racket with Thingbob, and I think it did have to fight off Xbox. I believe it came out at the same time as Xbox 360. I think them in the parallel devices. I believe. Is that right? No, PS2 is vested. But anyway, PlayStation 3. Man, I've lost interest by then. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've totally lost interest. But anyway, what do you reckon? What's the next one? Okay, I'll let you off. Nintendo DS. So the Nintendo DS is in 3rd place. Yeah, so it shows you the bag of money in Nintendo. It shows you the learning from these people is that you don't have to be visually the best. You don't have to be the cheapest, or you don't have to be this. You just got to be very innovative. And the Nintendo DS did that, you know what I'm saying? And it was cheap as well, you know what I mean, compared to the other devices. And it sold 154 million copies. That's not too bad at all. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money coming for Nintendo for some low graphic games. Anyway, so yeah, come next one. Come on, people want to move on, man. Come. Eh? Okay, Xbox One, a device that came up head to head. Bro, it's not even in the top 10. I'm stuck, man. I'm stuck. The Game Boy itself got to 118, and Game Boy and Game Boy Color got 118 million copies that it sold, and it got to number 4 on the chart. So you got number 1, Nintendo Switch. You got number 3, Nintendo DS, and number 4 is Game Boy. Yo, why didn't I get my shares in Nintendo, guys? You know what I'm saying? I'll be nice right about now. So come next device. PSP is not even on. He's not even in a top 1.8 million. Yeah. Okay, he's got it. Yeah. So you notice he's made about 4 or 5 errors already. Still, this man. It was there. PS1 is number 6 with 102 million copies. Next one. PS1 was, you know what I mean, crashed. You had all these. It was, you know what? When I look back at the graphics now, I laugh at it. But at the time, you're like, whoa, crazy. Ridge Racer, Gran Turismo. Yo, them games were like. I was going to my uncle's house. He says he didn't. I wanted Sega, and he was like, yo, I'm going Sony. My uncle went Sony early. Left the game, you know, he had the Master System, he had the Mega Drive with loads of games, and he messed up. And he went to Sony. And then all of a sudden he had Gran Turismo, all these other games. I'm like, these are good. You know what I'm saying? FIFA and everything. So anyway, so it goes. But anyway, next one. So that's number 6. PS2. Now, even I've got PS2. Yeah. And the PS2 is now number 2 at 160 million copies sold. The PS2, the legendary Sony. I think after PS1, people said, no, we done now. We're done. Everything else is done. So there. So got to 160 million copies of the PS2. So we got PS2 at number 2. You got number 1, Nintendo Switch. You got number Nintendo DS. You got Game Boy Color. What are you saying, bro? What is 5? Oh, no. I think you got 5. Yeah, you got 5 at PlayStation 4. You got the PlayStation 1 at 6. You're missing 7. You're missing 8. And you got PlayStation 3. And you got Xbox 360. So you're missing 7 and 8. We can't make a mistake now. Yeah. No hints. Nah, man, nah. Listen, guys, we're gonna save Easy Bowser. He was almost there before. He said Wii U, but if you took the U off the Wii, you know what I'm saying? You with the focus on Wii. The Wii was the better selling one. You know what I'm saying? You know, understand the question. The highest selling thing up, and you went for the lowest selling one that I ain't seen nobody with the U apart from one person. And the other one, 8, will show you where Sony's at right now in the market. In a very competitive world, which is PlayStation 5 is at 89.4 million. So just to give you a bit of insight, guys, that Nintendo has just won the war, but I thought I'd just go have a little bit of game. We just go through the list of devices. Everyone's going, why are you doing this in the middle of the show? But we just do that because we just do that. Anyway, so yeah. But this is a bit of rose gold. And big up to the Nintendo. You can sponsor the show. You can sponsor us. We can do Watch Your Space. Actually, guys, Watch Your Space. We not only got tech extra, we've got gaming. You're going to bring gaming to the network and talk and conversation, having some fun. So what we're trying to do in Affinity Extra is actually try and be human beings that live in this world, but also love Christ and all them things. That's still anyway, yeah. But this is Rose Gold by What Up RG. This is how we do it, people.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of content for you.